Okay, folks, we have another Creely Blades video. Exciting as usual. I have a new product. As you guys know, I've been making my emulsions. I've been making them for about a year or so now. However, every time I get my emulsions to somebody, not every time, but oftentimes, when I get these emulsions to somebody, they're like, I don't have a strop, or I got to get a strop, or I got to make a strop, or whatever. And so because of that, I have decided to make some of my own strops. Now, they come in two sizes. This is one size, and of course I only brought the one size over here. The other size is much like this. I'll put a picture of it on the screen right here now. Okay, now you've seen the other side, other size. But when they're the smaller size like this, there's a couple of different ways you can use them, but I'm going to show you the way that I would probably go about using them. So this is a 6 micron of my emulsion, and so since it's 6 micron, this funny U and that M, that's for micron. So since this is 6, I'm going to put, you guessed it, a 6 on this strop. Then this is basswood. These are basswood, so you've all heard about basswood and the wonders of basswood. So the way this smaller one is designed to work is we flip it over to the other side, and that's what we put our compound on. So this is some Sharp Condidtion by Creely Blades, available at fine retailers everywhere. DLT has it, Knife Center has it, Trade and Lock has it, Sharpening Supplies has it. So I'm just wiping that on there. You see how easy that was? So easy. Did you see how much I wasted when I did that? None. That's how much I wasted. Well, a little bit. Did I have that? No. I don't know that it's food safe, so we're not going to try that. All right. So it's on there. You can hardly see it. There is dye in there, but it's not a ton. I like to let it sit for like 10 minutes, but that would make for a pretty long video. So we're just going to have at it here, even though it's still a little bit wet. But it doesn't take long. It really does dry pretty quickly. And so you just strop right on here. Now, what I'm going to demonstrate here is this was clear and pretty clean when I started, but you can start to see that there is clearly material wearing off of here. Of course, because it's wet, it's kind of moving it around a little bit, but as it dries, it won't do that. Somebody asked me, like, they thought like you load a strop once and then you're good to go for like ever or something. That is not how this works. I mean, it will go pretty long, but it sort of, it kind of loses its initial aggression after a while, and so you want to reapply. That's it. This knife, now, as you might expect, this knife was pretty sharp to begin with, but yeah, it's sharp. There, it's a bunch of hair and dead skin. So this is the new product, Creely Blades. I don't have pricing figured out just yet. My goal is to make it affordable. So it's obviously they're not super elaborate because I want to keep the price. I think on my emulsions I'll make an option where you can just include it in the price. You get 3 straps with the 3 emulsions. Put that on there. Now, if you're really a frugal son of a gun, what you could do is you could also use this side, like that printing and whatnot won't hurt it. Eventually you won't be able to see it, but it is nice to know, oh yeah, that's, because after a while using these it gets black even if there is dye in them, so sometimes it can be hard to tell. And this is pretty, this is pretty much dry now. But I don't know if it's showing up on the camera, but it's really getting pretty gray on. Maybe somebody in the comments will tell me I don't know what I'm doing and I'm not stropping this right. I'd love to hear that. That would amuse me greatly. I might say something snarky in return. Hard to tell, depends on my mood. depends what I've eaten. But nonetheless, there you have it. Yeah, and you can start to see it removing material. And whenever you feel like it's getting whatever, put a little more on. I mean, I don't know how much I put on there, but it was just the smallest little amount. I mean, you could probably, with one of these bottles, load this 12, 2 dozen times, depending how, you know, how generous you were with it. But thanks for tuning in. Creely Blades, basswood strop. These will also come with leather, very thin leather, and I have quite a few different animals represented for my leather. We have goats represented, we have sheep represented, we have cows represented, and perhaps even some kangaroos, depending if we can catch any here in Pennsylvania. All right, that's really it. We'll see you on the next one.